Hey guys, so growing up, my parents used to always tell us these stories about how when they were first married and living on a budget, they would split a cheese souffle for dinner. Now, to me, that always sounded very fancy and decadent and also kind of like a lot of work, but they would laugh and say, oh no, it was so easy. We would just whip a few things together in the oven, it went, and we would do this all the time. And it is delicious and easy and perfect for a weeknight meal. And today I'm gonna teach you how to make it. Now, before we begin, we have to prepare our souffle dish. So I'm working with a 6-cup souffle dish. And you want to grease that with some melted butter. And then after that, you want to put in 2 tablespoons of breadcrumb and make sure that the breadcrumbs coat the inside of the souffle dish. Now, what this is going to do is help our souffle have something to kind of grab onto as it rises up. Once your dish is ready to go, you can just leave that out at room temperature while we prep the rest of the ingredients. So you're first going to begin by melting 4 tablespoons of butter in a large saute pan. Once it's nice and foamy, you're going to add in 3 tablespoons of flour. And you can whisk that up until you get a nice paste that forms, and you want to kind of cook that for about a minute or so. At that point, you're going to slowly add 2 cups of whole milk, whisking all the while until everything is nice and combined. So basically what we're doing is creating a bechamel sauce, which will become the base of our souffle. And at that point, we're going to add a cup of just gruyere grated cheese. Now, you could really use any kind of cheese you like. Some people like to use cheddar cheese. I like the gruyere cheese because I find it has a really nice little bite to it, but really you could use any cheese you like. Then you're gonna add half a teaspoon of salt, a pinch of nutmeg, and a 1/4 teaspoon of Dijon Mustard. It's not gonna make your souffle taste like mustard if you don't like mustard. It's just gonna give it a nice depth to it and give it one more flavor kind of going on in the background. And then you just wanna make sure that your sauce is kind of cooled down a little bit because we're gonna add our 5 egg yolks. Now make sure that you hold on to those egg whites because we're gonna use those in a minute. And then just mix that up until everything's combined, and then you're gonna transfer this base mixture into a large mixing bowl and set that aside. Then in a bowl of an electric mixer, you're going to add your 5 egg whites and a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. And you can whip those up on high until you get nice stiff peaks. Then you're gonna fold in the egg whites to our souffle base mixture, just little by little, making sure that you're combining that but not really deflating them. And you're gonna transfer your entire mixture into the souffle dish. You'll see it should come right up to the top. And then you can smooth that out with a little offset spatula. Then you are going to bake at 350 at the very bottom rack. So if you have any other racks in the oven, you want to take those out ahead of time because you really want to make sure that that souffle has the room to rise up and not get burned on the top. And you're just gonna let it go for 35 minutes. And once it's done, you want to bring it to the table right away. So you want to make sure that table is set, you've got your salad ready, the wine has been poured, everything's good to go, because this really needs to be eaten immediately. It is light and fluffy. You feel like you're eating a piece of a cloud, but also savory and cheesy at the same time. If you've ever been intimidated by making a souffle, don't be. This is a great one to try if you've never done them before. And once you get your confidence up, I definitely recommend trying my chocolate souffles. That is a great follow-up to this recipe. All right, you guys, I hope you give it a try and let me know what you think. And I will see you back here next week for another quick and easy recipe. Until then, bye.